What's the worst thing a house guest has done in your home? He said he had to go to the bathroom. After 20 minutes I decided to go see if he was okay. Found him on my mother's computer watching and jerking it. Bought one of those birthday cakes at the grocery store for my wife's upcoming birthday that is packaged in one of those boxes with a little see-through plastic window. Friend eats all the cake outside the viewing area of that window so that when I open the box there is only a little square left. Bastard. So this happened around 2 years ago. A roommate's friend stayed over on our futon after a night out. My other roommate and I had never met her until the next morning. I was studying in the kitchen when she came in and asked for a dish towel. I thought that was kind of weird, but I handed her one. Soon after, she left. That was the only interaction I had with her. We started noticing a really awful smell throughout the house. It smelled like Satan's asshole. I went to the bathroom to investigate. The toilet was full of shitty water. It took several attempts and lots of gagging to unclog it. We cleaned the bathroom thoroughly. I thought that would be the end of it. This was just the tip of the shitberg. The smell lingered over the next few days. We didn't know what to make of it. One night, after a couple drinks, we sat down on the futon, on top of the blankets we kept there, with Cool Runnings and some chips and salsa. A few minutes into the movie, we started getting whiffs of the smell. It became stronger and stronger. We pulled back the blankets and recoiled in horror at the sight of the perpetrator. This chick almost certainly diarrheaed, chunkily. My ad, all up on our futon. Not only that, she covered it up and didn't say a word. We were pretty happy to find the culprit, but also horrified by the events that transpired. Too long, didn't read found diarrhea in futon 3 days after house guest left. My father-in-law is unfortunately an arsehole who happened to stay at my home once. My so and I cooked dinner. It was something with a tomato sauce, and after a dinner full of father-in-law making racist, sexist, bigoted arsehole statements, we went to clean up. The kitchen sink and dishwasher are maybe 10 feet from where he is sitting. I was taking my plate to the sink while making eye contact with and talking to my not looking at father-in-law. He apparently held out his plate full of tomato sauce for me to take to the sink right there and I didn't notice. After I didn't take it, his response was to flip the plate upside down onto the white carpet. He didn't apologize or say oops or try to clean it up. His response was to cross his arms over his fat body and frown. He has not been invited back since. Although whenever we're frustrated we now say it. Plate flip. We were going out of town for the weekend and a friend asked if he could stay at our house. Since he lived with his parents in the country and it saved tremendously on commute to his job. Plus that way he could actually go to a party and drink with the option of taking a cab ride home that didn't cost close to $100. I jokingly said just as long as you don't nail a one night stand in my bed, and he waved it off since he didn't have much luck with the ladies. Plus he planned on sleeping on the couch anyway. From what I could tell when I came home afterward, there was a fermenting rotting glass of our best liquor stash in my bedroom. He was thoughtful enough to not want to leave a water ring on our street. His dresser. So he used a white silk shirt from my drawer as a coaster for their red whatever drink he had concocted. Then, judging by the state of my bedsheets, which he had not bothered to change, he and his lady friend slaughtered a chicken together in bed. When I brought up these facts, he basically acted like I was a for not being happy that he got laid. Well, one time my friend was really drunk and instead of getting up and walking to the bathroom, he tried to fight it off. Only he couldn't. He randomly stood up from my couch and spray puked everywhere. I'm talking exorcist style puke. He managed to hit every single electronic device in the room, 360, PS3, TV, and PC, as he attempted to run out of the room while he was still puking. I was furious. He didn't even offer to clean up or anything. He just went home. Needless to say, I don't invite him over when he's drunk anymore. I had a roommate who liked to throw parties when I wasn't home. One Halloween I went out to a party and came home at 2 a.m. to find a Rager party at my own house. Were these douchey guys who were older than us in high school and always beat people up for no reason at the party. I wanted to kick everyone out, but I was scared of them. I went to use my toilet and someone had dumped the contents of my bathroom's garbage, cardboard, plastic, TP, into the toilet and then taken a nasty diarrhea crap all over it. Seeing that, I went into rage mode and kicked everyone out. My roommate was passed out drunk and I didn't want the stuff to just sit and fester in the toilet, so I convinced a drunk girl to hold a plastic bag while I scooped out the garbage out of the toilet with a ladle. I didn't want to plug the toilet by flushing random garbage. TLDR. Had to buy a new ladle. When I was living in an apartment, the toilet broke. The manager was coming within the hour to fix it. My boyfriend, at the time, decided to take a dump, knowing the toilet was broken. So, he shits and just walks out the door and leaves. I have to clean it up before the manager got there. Obviously, we broke up. There's just no going back from that. Would grab himself a hot dog at our BBQ, run to the toilet, shove it down there and repeat the process until it was clogged. Not really sure why he did it. I'd love to know what he thought he'd achieve when he was done. Edit. He was 21 years old. When I was 7, a friend stayed the night. I have a waterbed. We fall asleep on said waterbed. I wake up the next morning soaking wet. Friend says waterbed has a leak. I was covered in. You pissed on my Power Ranger bed sheets and made me sleep in your own.